Like, I don't even know what the hell's going on. Like, this shit doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel right. It feels fucking awesome. But
I sip the Don Pete, watching Gandhi till I'm charged and writing in my book of rhymes. All the words past the margin, the whole of mic I'm throbbing. Mechanical movement, understandable smooth that murderers move with. The thief's theme, play me at night, they won't act right. The fiend of hip hop has got me stuck like a crack pipe. The mind activation, react like I'm facing time like Pappy Mason. With pins I'm embracing, wipe the sweat off my dome, spit the phlegm on the streets. Suede Timbs on my feet, makes my cipher complete. Weather cruising in a 6 cab, I'm on Montero Jeep, I can't call it. The beats make me falling asleep, I keep falling, but never falling 6 feet deep. I'm out for presidents to represent me.
Say what?
I'm out for presidents to represent me.
Say what?
I'm out for dead presidents to represent me.
Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this? It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
It's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
To my man Ill Will, God bless your life. To my peoples throughout Queens, God bless your life. I trick Reeboks and crazy aiming guns and all my baby pictures. Beef with housing police, release scriptures that's maybe Hitler's. Yet I'm the mal money, getting style, rolling foul. The versatile honey, sticking wild, golden child, dwelling in the rotten apple. You get tackled, a caught by the devil's lasso. There's no days for broke days when selling pays while all the old folks pray to Jesus, soaking their sins in trays. A holy water, odds against Nazis.
alright, first impressions of the place. Jesus Christ. Just got into the hotel. This place is sick. What the fuck? I was so confused on the way up. I did not know how to get up at all. I was scared. But then a nice lady in the lift told me they actually had to scan the key card on the lift to press the button to get up to the floor. I feel like a fucking idiot. Like, genuinely, because like, I'm 15. Never traveled by myself before. I'm not even by myself. I got my mate, he'll be here in a second, but like doing things myself, you know, getting through airports by myself and like checking into hotels and shit. And I don't even think I'm like legally like old enough to be doing that shit, but fucking who cares, right? Yeah. And yeah, now in my all expenses paid hotel, after getting off my all expenses paid flight, I feel like the man right now. Yeah. Wow, I really do look like an absolute dickhead. Anyway, I just thought we'd take a step back for a second. I've realized that as I'm sitting here editing this video, I don't have any clips that actually explain why I was in Sydney, how I got there, and what the fuck I was actually doing there. Basically, I'm an ambassador for an organization called Blokes. It's like a mentoring and mental health support program for young men. I went through the program last year, absolutely loved it, did my absolute best to get really involved, and after I finished the program, they invited me to be a member of the Youth Ambassador Council. So, like once a quarter, we meet up and discuss ideas. We work directly with the CEO and the founder and the coordinators of the organization to basically come up with new ideas, improve the program, you know, share our experience and like basically help kind of shape and direct the future of the organization from the perspective of like young men that the program is trying to impact. So, super cool. I'm super grateful and super kind of honored to be part of that. But this meeting was a bit different because instead of just meeting up with the other ambassadors, there's 10 of us in Australia. Instead of meeting up with the other ambassadors just from my state, it was a national one. Basically, they flew us down to Sydney, and yeah, we had like a 2-day conference / meeting / kind of event there, which was awesome. I loved it. It was great. But that's what I was actually doing there. Yeah, I guess that's kind of all the context that I wanted to give. But yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the video. Thank you for watching this far, and enjoy the rest. But this is the room. This is my bed. We're now in the bedroom. There's a bed. You know what? Do you know how tired I am? I just walked around Sydney for like 4 hours because I didn't know what the fuck else to do. Completely alone. In a city I've never been to before. Just literally aimlessly walking around exploring. Got to check into the hotel in a little while. Maybe like a couple hours. Then got the Blokes conference tomorrow. But I got time to kill and this is where we're at.
I'm the young city bandit, hold myself down single-handed. For murder raps, I kick my thoughts alone, get remanded. Born alone, die alone. No
Hell yeah.
It's
pretty awesome.
Cave inside 1,000
Pretty
ounce
fucking
alone.
dope.
I need a new for this black cloud to follow, cause while it's over me, it's too dark to see tomorrow. Trying to maintain, I flip, fill the clip to the tip. Picturing my peeps, now the ink can make my heartbeat skip. And I'm amped up, they lock the champ up. Even my brains in handcuffs, headed for Indiana, stabbing women like the Phantom. The crew is lamping, Big Willie style. Check the chip to smell, plus I profile wow. Stash through the flock clothes, burning dollars, delight my stove, walk the blocks with a bop. Checking dames plus the games people play, bust the problems of the world today.
It's mine, it's mine. Whose world is this?
The world is yours. The world is yours.
I have dropped my phone. There we go. Sweet, we've made it to the hotel. Check out that view, bro. Hang on. That's crazy. It's pretty awesome. I cannot complain at all. I'm so fucking so happy. Wait, I shit you not, I've genuinely just been pacing around this fucking hotel because this is sick and I can't like wrap my head around it, and it's so fucking cool. And it's really sick and it's cool. I don't know if I've emphasized that enough. Look at that, that's a cool shot too. Backlit with the lamp. I should get a lamp like that for my videos. I really should. I feel like that'd be cool. Imagine like, bang. Imagine like the normal talking head videos were like that. That'd be cool as. I get to stay here tonight. My friend will be up in a minute. He's like just out still getting something to eat in the city. We decided to kind of split up and go our separate ways for a bit because I needed to go do some other shit and he needed to go do some other shit. So we just said we'd meet back here at 5. It's like 4 something now. So I get this place to myself for a little while just to chill and just to vibe. And record these little goofy bits of the video. Like, can we just talk about how fucking cool this is for a minute? Like, fucking hell. This is a fucking lesson in putting yourself out there because you literally never know where you might end up. Me, I joined a program and kind of just gave it my all because I was really passionate about it and I loved it. And then I stayed back after and I asked questions and shit and like was as engaged as I could. And then I just asked if there was any way I could get more involved with this program. And they're like, do you want to be a youth ambassador? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. That sounds sick. And they're like, you know, there'll be some quarterly meetings or whatever and we'll ask you to do various things. And I've already spoken at a gala in front of 400 people. I've already done a social media interview with a domestic violence prevention charity. You know, I've already been into a law firm in the city and meet with the other ambassadors and discuss future ideas for the program and shit. And now I'm in Sydney, the fanciest, nicest city in Australia, in a hotel, which is like, looks like a 4 or 5 star fucking hotel. I don't know what hotels are meant to look like because I've never been in one before. But the point is I'm in a hotel after just getting off the plane. And they paid for the plane for me and they paid for this for me. And all I have to do is come and do this conference tomorrow, record some content and like be part of this ambassador council and just show up and share ideas and like, yo, like I don't even know what the hell's going on. Like this shit doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real, it doesn't feel right. It feels fucking awesome. But I'm 15, I'm a student at a state school, public school. I don't know what to say. This is just like, I'm so blessed to have this opportunity. It's so surreal. Maybe to a lot of people watching this video, like flying to a different city and staying at a hotel, like that's kind of normal. But at 15 years old, like getting an all expenses paid trip like this to contribute to something where you're making an impact about something that you really care about, engaging with and meeting some really cool people, giving something back to the world, and you get this kind of fucking treatment while you're doing it. Like, damn, like, praise be, because this shit is awesome. And like, for example, like the people you meet when you get involved with these kind of opportunities, like I was on the plane today, and yeah, like I was squeezed between like my friend and some other dude who I didn't know was just a stranger on the plane, and he was wearing a nice watch, and like I said to him like, oh, you know, just so we're not awkward sitting next to each other this whole plane ride, I'm Ben, and shook his hand and he's like, oh, I'm Bob, but I won't give you his real name. I was like, I love your watch, that's cool. It was wasn't like a Rolex or anything crazy or expensive, but it looked nice. So just started a little conversation like that. And somehow we got talking about like martial arts, because I do Muay Thai, and I found out that this guy did Taekwondo, and he was really good. He's like, so once you get your black belt, there's like 9 more stages after that. He was on the 8th stage of like, so basically the second best level of Taekwondo like you can get, and he's like the second or the third best Taekwondo fighter in Australia. And like, yeah, he's basically building this like massive Taekwondo empire in Australia. Like, you know, obviously I was talking to him about all that, so he's obviously a really successful dude. And we're kind of talking about like business. I'm saying like I want to get into entrepreneurship, and I'm asking him a bunch of questions about like his mindset and his start. And we sat there the entire hour and a half that we were on the plane talking, and like I ended up getting this guy's email address. I just said to him like, look man, I'd love to stay in touch. Like, it's been really awesome talking to you. I feel like I have a lot more questions. Would it be okay if I got an email or something from you? And he's like, yeah man, totally. Because through that conversation, I'd kind of showed him that like I have a little bit of, this sounds so wanky to say, but like I demonstrated a little bit of initiative and a little bit of potential. I'd been talking to him about his life, like, you know, how to win friends and influence people, like principle number, I don't know what it is, but it's one of the most important ones in the book, like being genuinely interested in other people. Found common ground, and it turned out to be his main venture in life, and so that gives you so much like conversation fuel. So yeah, as I say, we talked that entire time and got his email address. So I now have the personal email address of like one of the guys in like the top 5 best martial arts, like Taekwondo guys in Australia. I also have the email address of like a big time kind of entrepreneur and like really successful dude. I don't know where that connection might lead. It might lead nowhere. I might never speak to him again. But like I made that connection, and that was just on a fucking plane flight. Like that was just on the plane. Everything that's gonna happen tomorrow is gonna be like incredible. Meet so many cool people. You get put in positions through opportunities and experiences like this where you're just making connections and like just doing cool shit at every turn. I'm so grateful and like just kind of amazed at how fucking cool this is. And I might be yapping about something and users just watching this and going like, okay, cool, don't care. But to me, this is fucking awesome. Private ensuite bathroom as well. That's sick. That was weird.
Yeah.
Fucking loving life right now. So, it's a few days later now, but the conference was actually fucking sick. Met so many really cool people. You know, it was an absolute pleasure to meet and work with the other ambassadors, man. Like, they're all really cool guys, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them again. at the next meetup, which should be in like 3 months. It's like every quarter, so yeah, that should be awesome. God, it was such a cool trip. It was such an amazing experience. I'm so grateful to have, you know, got the opportunity to be a part of that, and, you know, obviously the opportunity to participate in a lot of future events like that. Basically, how the conference went was we talked about a couple of major topics. We had like a big discussion about like male loneliness, big side tangent about like pornography and like the impacts that has and how we kind of see that manifesting in society and in the people around us. What else did we talk about? Oh yeah, like some of the problems and like issues with like the education system in Australia and like potential improvements, or, you know, things, just like ideas around that. And large portions of that conversation were actually like voice recorded and sent to the Australian government. So that's fucking awesome, because basically me and those other guys have had the chance to have a direct impact on the government, and hopefully they can take that maybe an hour and a half or so of kind of feedback they got from a very authentic and kind of like just raw conversation with like, you know, 10, 12 young men, and kind of apply that in their policy making and stuff going forward, especially around like mental health and like the well-being and everything of young men, and as well as maybe some of the education department type stuff. But yeah, we also helped the organization with some like internal stuff. We gave some feedback on like the surveys they use before and after the program to kind of gauge the impact it's had, and the improvement in the guys who go through it. There was a bunch of other stuff as well. We were talking about like just how to kind of increase the engagement of the program. We were also looking at the actual like content and delivery of the program itself, and just kind of tweaking it, improving it. It's already like it's already really good. Like I have a lot of belief in that program. You know, it helped me so much. And speaking of that, if you did want to know a little bit more about like the whole story, the background, how this came to be, how I got in a position where I'm like traveling to Sydney and shit for conferences and whatnot, you know, I'm only 15. But if you do want to hear that full story, I made a video on that, which got like 30 views. But anyway, if you want to go check that one out, then sweet. It's there in the description, or maybe in like a card or something. Either way. But yeah, then after that whole conference finished, we ended up going down to Sydney Harbour. So we walked down through the city together to Sydney Harbour, and we went on like a jet boat ride together, which was sick as fuck. Like it was basically like a big tour of Sydney Harbour, but they're like popping like 360s on the boat and like digging the nose in and like splashing everyone. Like it was fucking awesome. So yeah, it was, oh god, it was just such an awesome day. And yeah, at the end of it, just kind of got on a plane and came home. But yeah, that was the September Youth Ambassador Council meetup for Top Blokes 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I've actually put a lot of effort into it, and I'm hoping, I don't think it'll get many views, but I'm hoping the people who do watch it enjoy it and get a lot out of it. But yep, appreciate it. Cool. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but have a good one. Hopefully catch you in the next video. Later.
I'm the young city bandit, hold myself down single-handed. For murder raps, I kick my thoughts alone, get remanded. Born alone, die alone. No crew to keep my crown a throne. I'm deep, I sound alone. Cave inside 1,000 miles from home. I need a new for this black cloud to follow.